Bro, what is going on? What is absolutely going on right now? Trey Henderson has requested a trade. We just worked out a contract with him recently. He's coming off one of the best years of his career. Why? And at first I thought this was fake, like this was a fake source. No, this is Adam Schefter. This is a legitimate source. Bengals three-time Pro Bowl defensive end Trey Hendrickson has requested a trade from Cincinnati. Per sources, Henderson is due to make $15 million this year and is looking for a more long-term security than Cincinnati is willing to offer. We have T. Higgins who's requesting a trade. We have now Trey Hendrickson who wants to get traded. This is an absolute mess. Now, obviously, just because he's requesting a trade doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day. You know, T. Higgins requested a trade, and the Bengals kind of laughed it out like, ha, good one. We're not trading you. So it's very possible that, you know, the same situation happens here. I don't really see Cincinnati trading Trey Hendrickson, even though he requested a trade. I'm sure they're going to, you know, work on contract talks still. But yeah, no, it's a weird situation for Trey Hendrickson because we talked about him yesterday. Ironically enough, how I said that a couple people in my comic section said that they would want to cut him. This was right before free agency. I was getting comments about him being people saying that he could be a player we could cut and save some money, and now he wants to be traded. Maybe that's why people are saying it now. Looking back at it, maybe because because he didn't want to be on the team. I don't know. But I didn't see anything about him being not happy before this. I didn't see anything him saying that he wants a long-term contract before this. Obviously, he has 2 years left on his contract, $20.166 million, $18.666 million. So I mean, I guess he most likely wants to, you know, contract under him all the way to like probably he's 34, 35 years old. I mean, what is the average position for his? I mean, what's the average money for his position? I don't know if they have this on this website. They should actually. Let me see. Highest paid. I'm just gonna look up highest paid defensive end. I know that we'll probably talk about Nick Bosa. If we're talking about highest paid defensive end, Deshaun Watson, yeah. Cap hits, total cash. Let's go with total cash here. And let's go with defensive end. So like $27 million a year. $21 million. $20.2 million. I mean, he's number 9 on the list. Like, it's not like he's not getting paid that much. And I know it said long-term security, so he wants to get paid a contract for a long... Like, he wants a lot, you know, a long time. Like, he wants to be on the team and guarantees he's going to be on the team for the next 5, 6, 7 years. So, for cap hit-wise, yeah, he comes in number 6. So this is really based on what? It's the fact of how long he wants his contract. I mean, if that's the case, then I wonder how long he wants a contract for. Because I don't know why Cincinnati wouldn't want to sign him to a long-term deal. It's not like he's not still good. It's not like he doesn't have value anymore. I wonder how long he wants this contract to last because, I mean, I think it really probably comes down to a couple things. One thing it comes down to is obviously the length of the contract, but how much money he wants over the length of the contract. If he wants a, 5-6 year contract extension, but he wants to be paid $18 million, $20 million a year for the next 6 years, which would put him up around $120 million contract for 6-year extension, then I could see why Cincinnati would be like, oh, come on, man. Like, you'll be 37 years old and we're still paying you $20 million a year. Like, you're crazy. We're not going to do that. So I could see it a little bit then. This is a situation where it's like, I wish we had backdoor here, or I was a fly on the wall so we could see exactly what the contract, is suggesting that he wants. I'm sure if when it comes down to it, I mean, again, if he wants long-term security, he wants a contract probably till he's 35, 36. And 35, 36, that's when, even patch rushers, I know they age like fine wine, but 35, 36 is when they start breaking down. And if you're going to be paying them $20 million a year, that's kind of ridiculous. So man, this sucks. It's like I feel like we finally had this team figured out, in a square, in a box, ready to go, and now another monkey wrench is being thrown into it right before the draft. Right before we're about to draft, we have another monkey wrench just being thrown into this whole endeavor. Alright, well, hopefully we figure this out, but if not, I mean, yeah, see, this is another situation where it's like, if we did trade Trey Henderickson, how much would we want for him? I feel like if you're the Bengals here, they're going to want exactly what they want for T. Higgins. They're going to want a crazy, return of investment. They're going to want at least a first-round pick for him. Probably a first round and a third. Not as much as T, I don't think. I think that what they're going to want back for Trey Henderickson... Okay, let me be realistic, okay? Realistically speaking, a good trade for Trey Henderickson, I feel like, would be a second, a fourth, and a sixth. Maybe a third the following year. I think that's a realistic trade for Trey Henderickson. Or you could give us a first. I think the Bengals are going to want way more than that, though. I think they're going to want way more than that, and they're going to ask way more than that. But I just can't believe that this is actually happening. It's like, I just make a video about, like, oh, Jamar Chase 50-year option, it is what it is. We have more time to talk and negotiate a contract. Next second later, Trey Hendrickson's coming out with news that he wants to be traded. Like, right before the draft, man. Right before the draft. So, that would definitely impact our draft plans a little bit. Last year we didn't take a tackle, and a lot of the reason why was because Jonah Williams said he was healthy, and he was posting videos of him working out. So I think that kind of put the Bengals in a ease of mind, saying, okay, well, Jonah's fine. This year, Trey Hendrickson requesting a trade, so that throws a little bit difference of where we're going to go in the draft here, because now we potentially need an edge rusher or a defensive end. So we potentially need to get someone there. If we do trade him on draft night, then we do have additional, picks to work with, maybe another first-round pick. So maybe we take a tackle and Byron Murphy. I don't know. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.